I'm Josh G, and this is Mind Armor, where we expose psychological warfare, so you can fight back with wisdom, clarity, and strength. Today's episode is about a subtle but devastating tactic, a move used by manipulators that doesn't confront you. It circles you. It surrounds you, until the people you thought were allies suddenly feel like part of the trap. This is triangulation. Let's begin. What is triangulation? Triangulation is a classic manipulation technique. It happens when someone brings a third person into a relationship conflict, not to solve it, but to control it. Rather than talking to you directly, they involve someone else. They say things like, "Even Mark agrees you're being unfair. My sister thinks I'm right too." Other people see how difficult you are. Now you're not just defending yourself against one person. You're defending yourself against a chorus of invisible judges. But here's the truth. Those people, they may not even know you. They may not even know the full story. And sometimes, they don't even exist. The manipulator is playing chess, and you've just been put in check, without realizing it. Let's dive into our case study number 1, the friend who spoke for him. Let me tell you about Maya. She was in a 2-year relationship with Alex. When conflicts came up, Alex never addressed them directly. Instead, he would say things like, "My best friend Mark thinks you overreact too much," or "My therapist agrees that I'm not the one who needs to change." But Maya had never met Mark. She didn't even know his therapist's name. Yet their opinions hung in every argument like shadows. Maya started doubting herself. She stopped speaking up. She shrank, slowly, quietly. Alex never raised his voice. That's triangulation, and it's emotional exile disguised as feedback. How triangulation works. The manipulator inserts a third party to validate their perspective, devalue yours, create pressure through implied consensus, undermine your confidence. It could be a friend, a parent, a child, a therapist, even an ex. They might say, "Why can't you be more like Sarah? Everyone I talk to says I'm doing my best. You're the only one who has a problem with this." Suddenly, you're not just arguing with them. You're defending your worth in a fake courtroom where they've picked the jury. This isolates you, confuses you, and makes you question your perception of reality. And that's exactly the point. Let me dive a bit deeper now into the psychological background and why it works so well. This isn't just clever manipulation, it's rooted in something deeper. Triangulation taps into 2 powerful instincts. 1, our need to belong. 2, our fear of being rejected. Humans are wired to connect. So when we're made to feel excluded, even subtly, it triggers pain. Not emotional pain, neurological pain. The same part of the brain that reacts to physical injury lights up when we feel socially rejected. That's why triangulation is so powerful. It makes you feel like the outsider in your own life. And in that loneliness, people will do almost anything to get back in. They'll apologize for things they didn't do. They'll accept blame to keep the peace. They'll shrink themselves just to be accepted again. But that acceptance, it's conditional, and it's always controlled by the manipulator. Here's the case study number 2, the family divide. Now let's talk about Ethan. Ethan grew up in a household where his mother never spoke to him about conflicts. Instead, she'd vent to his sister, Rachel. Then Rachel would confront Ethan on her behalf. "Mom says you never help around the house. She told me you're selfish and ungrateful." Ethan was confused. Why didn't his mother tell him directly? The answer, she didn't need to. She had weaponized Rachel. And now, anytime Ethan disagreed, it became a battle on 2 fronts. Even worse, Rachel believed she was helping. That's the trap. Triangulation doesn't just hurt the victim. It turns loved ones into tools of emotional manipulation. Let's now check the psychological background and what the manipulator gets from it. So what's in it for the manipulator? Triangulation gives them power without direct conflict, validation without accountability, control without responsibility. Many manipulators, especially narcissists, fear vulnerability. They hate being questioned. They need to be seen as right, strong, even noble. So instead of facing you, they create alliances. They twist the narrative. They control the emotional temperature of every room. If you're busy defending yourself, you're not noticing that they're the one pulling the strings. This isn't about resolution, it's about dominance. Tips to how to spot triangulation. So, how do you know it's happening to you? You're constantly being compared to others. You feel ganged up on, even if there's only one person in the room. Your partner, friend, or parent always brings in someone else's opinion. You're defending yourself against voices that aren't even present. And worst of all, you start feeling like the villain in your own story. That's not love. That's control. How to break the triangle. Step 1. Assess step back. Look at the players. Is someone else being used to control or judge you? Step 2. Communicate directly. Say, let's talk. Just the two of us. No middlemen. Cut the triangle's legs off. Step 3. Set boundaries. Make it clear what is and isn't acceptable. Say, please don't involve others in our private issues. Step 4. Practice self-awareness. Are you unknowingly playing a role in the triangle? Stop chasing validation. Start reclaiming your voice. Step 5. Seek professional help, but not one chosen by the manipulator. Find someone neutral, someone trained, someone who can help you see the web and break free from it. Final words. Here, triangulation works best in the shadows, but you don't live in the shadows anymore. Now you see it. Now you name it. Now you rise above it. This is mind armor, where confusion becomes clarity and silence becomes strength. I'm Josh G. Subscribe, share, and help someone else escape the triangle today.